You're being controlled right now by people who smile at your face while planning your replacement. They like you because you're harmless. This video ends that. Let's begin. Niccolo Machiavelli discovered 500 years ago that likability is a trap designed to keep you obedient. He watched princes fall because they chose popularity over power. Today, you're learning why the world respects strength and discards niceness. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose respect over approval. I watched someone transform from office favorite to company ghost in 3 months. Everyone loved him. He helped everyone. Then layoffs came. He got cut first. Why? Because likable people are disposable. Respected people are irreplaceable. That man learned the truth too late. You won't make the same mistake. Truth 1. Likability is psychological servitude. Here's what nobody tells you. Every time someone likes you, they're measuring your usefulness. Likability isn't love. It's a transaction where you trade your power for their temporary approval. Weak people are liked because they pose no threat. They say yes when they want to say no. They agree when they disagree. They laugh at jokes that insult them. Their agreeableness makes others comfortable. And comfort is what the mediocre crave. Machiavelli understood this completely. He wrote that rulers who seek to be loved become slaves to public opinion. Their decisions bend to popularity. Their strength dissolves into people-pleasing. They lose command of their own lives. Think about the most liked person in your workplace. Are they the most promoted, the most influential, the most trusted with critical decisions? Never. They're the ones asked to stay late, cover shifts, and sacrifice weekends because everyone knows they won't refuse. Their likability is their chain. Strong people are respected because they threaten the status quo. They have boundaries that cut like razors. They speak truths that make rooms uncomfortable. They refuse to shrink themselves for social harmony. This creates psychological distance. Distance that weak people interpret as coldness, but powerful people recognize as sovereignty. When you chase likability, you give everyone permission to drain you. Your time becomes community property. Your opinions become negotiable. Your presence becomes background noise. You're not a person anymore. You're a resource. But when you command respect, you take back control. Respect means people think twice before wasting your time. It means your words carry weight. It means your absence is felt. Respect is the currency of power. Likability is the currency of servitude. Machiavelli once said, "Men are driven by 2 forces, love and fear. If you cannot have both, fear is safer." He didn't mean terror. He meant consequence. When people know there's a cost to crossing you, they respect your boundary before they touch it. Stop performing for applause. Start protecting your position. Drop this affirmation. My value is not negotiable. Pause this video right now. Think of one person who uses your niceness against you. Got their face in your mind. Good. Keep watching. You're about to learn how to make them fear losing you. Truth 2. Weak people trade dignity for acceptance. Listen carefully. Every moment you spend explaining yourself to someone who doesn't respect you, you're begging for validation you'll never receive. Weak people believe that if they just communicate better, explain more clearly, or prove their worth harder, they'll finally be understood. They're wrong. The world doesn't misunderstand weak people. It exploits them. Your kindness isn't misinterpreted as weakness. It is weakness when it comes without enforcement. Your generosity isn't unappreciated. It's expected because you trained people to expect it. Machiavelli observed that princes who justified their decisions to commoners lost authority with every explanation. Power doesn't explain. Power acts. When you defend your choices to people who have no stake in your success, you're voluntarily surrendering your psychological high ground. Here's how this plays out. Someone criticizes your decision. A weak person immediately launches into defensive explanations, trying to make the critic understand their reasoning. They seek approval. They need validation. They want to be liked despite the criticism. A strong person hears the same criticism and responds with silence or a simple statement of fact. They don't justify. They don't defend. They don't need the critic's understanding because the critic's opinion has no bearing on their path. This creates a psychological shift. The weak person looks insecure, unstable, desperate. The strong person looks unmoved, certain, untouchable. One loses respect with every word. The other gains it through absence of words. Your dignity dies in the space between their disrespect and your explanation. Every time you explain yourself to someone who disrespects you, you're telling them their opinion of you matters more than your opinion of yourself. You're announcing that their judgment has power over your emotional state. Strong people operate differently. They make decisions and stand behind them without apology. They set boundaries and enforce them without justification. They say no without offering reasons. This creates mystery. Mystery creates respect. Respect creates power. Machiavelli warned that when you must choose between being respected or being understood, choose respect every time. Understanding can be withdrawn. Respect, once established through consistent strength, becomes permanent. Stop explaining your life to people who wouldn't live it better. Drop this affirmation: I owe explanations to no one. Truth. 3. Respect is built on the fear of loss. This truth will disturb you. People don't respect you because you're good to them. They respect you because they fear what happens if you're gone. Respect is rooted in scarcity. Likability is rooted in availability. When you're always available, always helpful, always present, you teach the world that your presence has no value. Why would anyone respect something they can access without effort? Why would anyone protect a resource that never runs out? Machiavelli understood that power requires distance. The moment you become too familiar, too accessible, too eager to help, you transform from valuable to ordinary. Ordinary things get replaced. Valuable things get protected. Think about the people you respect most. Are they constantly seeking your approval? Are they always around? Are they desperate for connection? Never. They appear strategically. They help selectively. They maintain psychological distance that makes their presence feel earned rather than expected. This is why weak people are liked, but not missed. When they disappear, life continues without disruption. Their contribution was never critical. Their presence was never necessary. They were liked because they made things easier, not because they made things possible. Strong people create dependency without appearing needy. They become irreplaceable by making their skills, knowledge, or influence essential to others' success. When they step back, systems shake. When they withdraw attention, people scramble. When they say no, opportunities vanish. This isn't manipulation. This is strategic positioning. You make yourself valuable not by being available to everyone, but by being essential to the right people. Not by helping constantly, but by helping decisively when your help creates lasting impact. The psychology here is brutal, but true. Humans fear loss more than they value gain. A person who's always there creates no fear of loss. A person who's selectively present creates constant awareness that their presence could disappear. That awareness breeds respect. Machiavelli advised rulers to create calculated scarcity. Never let people grow comfortable with your constant presence. Never let them assume your support is guaranteed. The moment they take you for granted, you've lost power. When someone disrespects you, the strongest response isn't confrontation, it's withdrawal. Remove your presence, your help, your attention. Let them experience your absence. They'll learn your value faster than any words could teach them. Stop being everywhere for everyone. Start being somewhere for someone who deserves it. Drop this affirmation: my absence teaches my value. If you're feeling uncomfortable right now, you're exactly where you need to be. The truth doesn't comfort, it cuts. Keep watching. The next truth destroys the biggest lie you've been told. Truth 4. Boundaries without consequences are suggestions. You think you have boundaries. You don't. You have wishes. You have hopes. You have preferences you abandon the moment someone tests them. Real boundaries have teeth. They bite when crossed. Weak people announce boundaries and then watch them get trampled. I need you to respect my time. Then, someone calls at midnight and they answer. I won't tolerate disrespect. Then someone insults them and they laugh it off. I'm not doing extra work without compensation. Then they stay late for free because they fear conflict. These aren't boundaries. These are advertisements for your weakness. Machiavelli was ruthless about this. He taught that words without action breed contempt. When you threaten consequences, you never deliver. You train people to ignore every future warning. Your boundaries become jokes. Your standards become suggestions. Strong people operate with a simple rule. State once, enforce always. They don't give multiple warnings. They don't explain their boundaries repeatedly. They don't negotiate their non-negotiables. They communicate the line clearly, and when someone crosses it, consequences arrive immediately and without discussion. Here's the brutal truth. People don't violate your boundaries because they don't understand them. They violate them because they've learned there's no cost to violation. You taught them that lesson with your inconsistent enforcement. Every time someone disrespects you and you do nothing, you're running a training program. You're teaching them that your words mean nothing, that your boundaries are flexible, that your standards adjust to their convenience. You're building their confidence in disrespecting you. The psychology is simple. Behavior that gets rewarded gets repeated. When someone crosses your boundary and faces no consequence, you've rewarded the crossing. You've made boundary violation profitable. Why would they stop? Machiavelli advised that punishment should be swift, certain, and proportional. Not cruel, not excessive, but immediate and unavoidable. When people know that crossing you costs them something they value, your time, your help, your presence, your trust, they protect your boundaries better than you ever could with words. This applies everywhere. Relationships, workplace, family, friendships. Set the boundary once. Enforce it every time. No explanations, no second chances for the same violation. Just quiet, consistent consequence. When someone wastes your time after you've stated it matters, become unavailable when they need you. When someone disrespects you after you've communicated your standard, remove your presence from their life. When someone breaks trust, withdraw the privileges trust granted them. You don't announce the consequences. You deliver them. Silent enforcement is more powerful than loud threats. Stop hoping people will respect boundaries you won't defend. Drop this affirmation: my boundaries cut when crossed. Truth. 5. You've been programmed to confuse kindness with weakness. Your conditioning is your cage. From childhood, you've been trained to believe that kindness, niceness, and agreeableness are virtues that lead to reward. You were taught that good behavior brings good outcomes, that being likable makes you lovable. They lied to you. Kindness without strength is exploitation waiting to happen. Niceness without boundaries is servitude with a smile. Agreeableness without standards is submission dressed as cooperation. The world taught you to be harmless, then punished you for being powerless. Machiavelli saw through this social programming. He understood that societies train people to be weak because weak people are easier to control. Compliant citizens don't challenge authority. People pleasers don't disrupt systems. The likable and agreeable accept their place without resistance. But here's what they don't tell you. The people who programmed you to be nice never follow those rules themselves. Your boss who demands your selfless dedication? He protects his time ruthlessly. Your friend who expects endless support? She prioritizes her needs without guilt. The family member who guilts you into sacrifice? They set boundaries you'd never dream of crossing. They taught you to be weak while staying strong themselves. They want you likable because likable people don't compete for power. They want you agreeable because disagreeable people demand fair treatment. They want you nice because nice people accept less than they deserve. The awakening comes when you realize kindness and strength aren't opposites. They're meant to work together. Kindness directed at people who deserve it is beautiful. Strength protecting that kindness from those who would exploit it is necessary. You need both. Strong people are kind strategically. They help people who will use that help to rise. They support people who show gratitude through reciprocity. They invest energy in relationships that produce mutual growth. Their kindness isn't given to everyone. It's earned by the worthy. Weak people are kind indiscriminately. They help everyone, including those who drain them. They support people who never reciprocate. They invest in relationships that only extract value. Their kindness gets taken for granted because it has no conditions. Machiavelli warned that unconditional generosity creates entitlement, not loyalty. When you give without requiring anything in return, people stop valuing what they receive. They expect more. They demand more. Your kindness becomes their right, not your gift. The transformation happens when you add conditions to your kindness, not cruel conditions, not transactional demands, just basic requirements: respect, reciprocity, appreciation, growth. Give your energy to people who meet these requirements. Withdraw it from people who don't. This isn't coldness. This is wisdom. This isn't cruelty. This is self-preservation. This isn't selfishness. This is strategic resource allocation. Your time and energy are finite. Investing them in people who value them creates compounding returns. Wasting them on people who don't creates compounding loss. You're not abandoning kindness. You're protecting it from those who would weaponize it against you. Drop this affirmation. My kindness serves the worthy. You're halfway through this transformation. The second half gets darker. Most people stop here because they can't handle what comes next. Are you most people? Or are you ready to become untouchable? Truth 6. Emotional reactions are surrender. The moment you lose control of your emotions, you hand control of the situation to someone else. Weak people react. Strong people respond. The difference between these two determines who holds power. Every emotional reaction is a confession. When someone insults you and you immediately defend yourself, you're confessing that their opinion has power over you. When someone criticizes you and you get angry, you're confessing that you doubt your own position. When someone ignores you and you seek their attention, you're confessing that their validation matters more than your self-respect. Machiavelli understood that emotional control is the foundation of all other control. A ruler who cannot govern his own reactions cannot govern a kingdom. A person who cannot manage their emotional state cannot manage their life. Here's what happens in the psychology of power. Someone provokes you. They insult you, challenge you, disrespect you. In that moment, you have two options. React emotionally, which gives them exactly what they wanted, proof that they can affect you. Or respond strategically, which demonstrates that their provocation has no power over your state. Weak people choose reaction every time. They defend, explain, counterattack, or collapse. All of these responses signal that the provocation worked. The person who provoked them now has a map to their vulnerabilities. They know which buttons to push. They've gained psychological access. Strong people choose strategic response. Sometimes that response is calm clarification. Sometimes it's cold indifference. Sometimes it's calculated retaliation delivered later when advantage is greatest. But it's never immediate emotional reaction, never surrender of composure, never proof that provocation works. This creates an intimidating presence. When people realize they cannot provoke you, cannot shake you, cannot manipulate your emotional state, they start treating you with caution. Your emotional stability becomes armor. your lack of reaction becomes a weapon. Machiavelli advised that showing emotion is showing weakness. Not because emotions are wrong, but because uncontrolled emotional display reveals your pressure points to anyone watching. Every outburst tells your enemies where to strike. Every defensive reaction shows them what words penetrate your defenses. The training here is brutal, but necessary. Feel the emotion. Process it internally, then choose your response based on strategy, not on feeling. Let the anger fuel clarity, not chaos. Let the hurt inform boundaries, not revenge. Let the frustration drive better positioning, not petty retaliation. This doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming emotionally sovereign. Your feelings serve you. They inform you. They energize you. But they don't control you. You feel everything and express only what serves your power. People will test this. They'll try harder to provoke you. They'll escalate, hoping to break your composure. Every time you remain unmoved, you win. Every time they escalate and you stay calm, their credibility drops while yours rises. The ultimate power move is absorbing someone's attack with complete composure, then responding hours or days later with calculated precision. They spent their energy in emotional outburst. You preserved yours for strategic action. Who has more power in that exchange? Stop reacting to every provocation. Start choosing every response. Drop this affirmation: I respond, I don't react. Truth. 7. The world is designed to keep you weak. This is the truth that breaks most people's programming. Every system you've lived in, family, education, employment, social media, has been designed to reward compliance and punish strength. You've been living in a psychological prison disguised as normal life. From birth, you were taught to seek approval from authority figures. Your worth was measured by how well you obeyed teachers, pleased parents, and satisfied bosses. Every system rewarded you for submission and punished you for autonomy. You learned that being liked was survival, but here's what they never told you. The people who designed these systems don't follow the rules they enforce. The teacher who demands your respect doesn't respect you. The boss who requires your loyalty shows none. The parent who expects your sacrifice never sacrificed their own goals. The system is rigged. Machiavelli lived in a world of brutal honesty about power. Princes didn't pretend that fairness governed human interaction. They understood that life is competition disguised as cooperation, that every social structure has winners and losers, that power flows to those who take it, not to those who deserve it. You've been taught to believe that if you're just good enough, nice enough, hard-working enough, the system will reward you. You've been conditioned to think that fairness exists, that merit matters, that virtue leads to victory. These are lies designed to keep you compliant while others rise. The awakening is painful, looking at your life and realizing how much power you gave away. How many times you sacrificed for people who never sacrificed for you. How many opportunities you lost because you waited for permission that never came. How much of your life was spent seeking approval from people who never approved of themselves. The system benefits from your weakness. Weak people are predictable workers who don't demand raises, compliant citizens who don't challenge corruption, nice friends who accept poor treatment, agreeable partners who tolerate disrespect. The moment you stop being weak, you disrupt the system that profits from your submission. Strong people see the game clearly. They understand that fairness is a myth used to pacify the masses. That rules apply differently to those with power versus those without. That the world respects strength and exploits weakness. This knowledge doesn't make them cruel, it makes them realistic. Machiavelli's greatest lesson: adapt to the world as it is, not as you wish it were. Stop expecting fairness from an unfair system. Stop expecting loyalty from disloyal people. Stop expecting respect from those who benefit from your submission. Start playing the game with open eyes. This means making decisions based on your interests, not others' expectations. Setting boundaries based on your standards, not social pressure. Building power based on strategic positioning, not hoping someone notices your virtue. The world doesn't reward good people. It rewards strong people. You've been domesticated, trained to be harmless, conditioned to serve. The cage was built so slowly you never noticed the bars forming around you. Every "be nice" was a bar. Every "don't make waves" was a lock. Every "what will people think" was a chain. Breaking free means accepting that you've been played, that the people you trusted to guide you were guiding you into weakness, that the values you were taught to worship were designed to keep you controllable. The anger you feel right now, that's the cage breaking. Use it. Let the rage fuel your transformation. Let the betrayal sharpen your awareness. Let the pain forge your strength. The world kept you weak. Now you make yourself strong. Drop this affirmation. I see the game clearly now. 2 truths left. These are the ones most people can't handle. The ones that separate those who talk about change from those who become change. If you're still watching, you're already different from 90% of people who started this video. Prove it. Keep going. Truth. 8. Respect is taken, never given. Final truth. The most brutal, the most liberating. No one is going to hand you respect. You can't earn it through good behavior. You can't deserve it through virtue. You can't hope for it through patience. Respect is a prize you take by force of presence, consistency, and refusal to accept anything less. Weak people wait for respect. They perform, they please, they prove themselves repeatedly, hoping that eventually someone will notice their worth and grant them the respect they've earned. They die, waiting. Because respect doesn't work that way. Machiavelli watched men spend decades trying to earn respect through service, only to be discarded the moment they were no longer useful. He saw that respect flows not to the deserving, but to the demanding, not to the qualified, but to the confident, not to the good, but to the strong. Strong people don't wait for respect. They establish it immediately through how they carry themselves, how they respond to disrespect, and how they enforce their boundaries. They communicate through every action. I am not someone you test. I am not someone you underestimate. I am not someone you cross without consequence. This isn't arrogance. This isn't cruelty. This is self-respect so complete that it radiates into every interaction. When you know your value, others sense it. When you protect your standards, others respect them. When you refuse to accept poor treatment, others stop offering it. The psychology here is fundamental. Humans are pack animals. We instinctively assess dominance hierarchies. We unconsciously categorize people into those we respect and those we don't. These judgments happen in seconds based on body language, tone, and response to challenges. You're constantly being evaluated. The question is, what verdict are you creating? Weak people communicate through their behavior. I'm here to please you. I need your approval. I fear your rejection. I'll accept whatever treatment you offer. This creates a psychological dynamic where others feel entitled to test boundaries, demand favors, and expect submission. They're not being cruel. They're responding to the signals being sent. Strong people communicate differently. I have standards. I protect my time. I enforce my boundaries. I respect myself completely. This creates a dynamic where others approach cautiously, speak respectfully, and think twice before crossing lines. Not because of threats, but because the presence itself commands respect. Here's how you take respect. First, you stop seeking approval. The moment you need someone to like you, you've given them power over you. Release that need completely. Be willing to be disliked by everyone if that's what self-respect requires. Second, you enforce boundaries immediately, not on the third violation, on the first. Not with warnings, with action. Remove access, withdraw presence, cut contact. Show through behavior that crossing you has immediate cost. Third, you maintain emotional control under all circumstances. When others lose composure, you remain steady. When situations grow chaotic, you become calmer. This stability creates psychological authority that no title can grant. Fourth, you become selectively scarce. Your time, attention, and energy are not available to everyone. Only to those who demonstrate they deserve access through respect, reciprocity, and value alignment. Fifth, you speak less and act more. Every word you speak dilutes your power. Every action you take multiplies it. Let your moves speak louder than your mouth. Machiavelli's ultimate teaching: the world is a stage where perception is reality. If you act respected, you will be respected. If you act weak, you will be dismissed. The role you choose determines the treatment you receive. This final truth destroys the lie you've believed your whole life. That respect is something earned through being good. That if you just prove yourself enough, people will finally see your worth. That patience and virtue lead to recognition. They don't. Respect is seized by those who refuse to live without it. Respect belongs to those who establish it through every interaction. Respect flows to those who would rather stand alone in strength than kneel in company. You don't earn respect. You take it. You establish it. You demand it through the standard you set for how you're treated. And you enforce it through the consequences you deliver when that standard is violated. Stop waiting for permission to respect yourself. Stop hoping others will notice your value. Stop earning what should never have to be earned. Your worth is not debatable. Your standards are not negotiable. Your respect is not optional. Take it. Now, drop this affirmation: I take what I deserve. 8 truths that just destroyed your old identity. Likability is servitude. Weak people trade dignity for acceptance. Respect is built on fear of loss. Boundaries without consequences are suggestions. You've been programmed to confuse kindness with weakness. Emotional reactions are surrender. The world is designed to keep you weak. Respect is taken, never given. Identity. Destruction. Everything you believed was a lie. Every lesson about being nice was a chain. Every instruction to be agreeable was a cage. Every expectation that you should please others was programming designed to keep you controllable, exploitable, disposable. The person who started this video no longer exists. That version of you believed in fairness, waited for respect, and hoped that being good would be enough. That version just died. What emerges from these ashes is something the world hasn't seen from you before. Binary choice. 2 paths ahead. The first: close this video, forget these truths, return to the comfortable prison of being liked. Keep being everyone's favorite until the moment you're no longer useful. Keep sacrificing yourself for people who wouldn't sacrifice their lunch break for you. Keep waiting for respect that will never arrive. The second path: become who you were always meant to be before the world taught you to be weak. Build boundaries that cannot be crossed. Develop presence that cannot be ignored. Create standards that cannot be compromised. Command respect that cannot be withdrawn. One path leads to more of what you've already experienced. Being overlooked, being taken for granted, being nice until you're bitter, being liked until you're discarded. The other path leads somewhere you've never been. To power you've never held, to respect you've never commanded, to freedom you've never tasted. Transformation. Promise. You're not the same person who clicked this video. Something shifted in your mind. You see the game now. You understand the rules. You recognize the players. You know what you've been giving away and to whom you've been giving it. Tomorrow, you walk differently. You speak differently. You respond differently. When someone tries to guilt you into sacrifice, you see the manipulation. When someone expects your endless availability, you protect your time. When someone tests your boundary, you enforce the consequence. Without explanation, without apology, Without hesitation, the people in your life will notice immediately. Some will resist. They benefited from your weakness, and they'll fight to keep you weak. Let them go. Some will respect the change and adjust their behavior. Keep them close. Some will fear the new you and create distance. Let them run. You're not building a fan club. You're building a fortress. Machiavelli would recognize you now. You understand what he understood, that life is a game of power, that the strong write the rules, that respect is the only currency that matters, that being feared is safer than being loved, that sovereignty over yourself is the only real freedom. Final affirmation. You are no longer someone who waits for respect. You are someone who commands it. You are no longer someone who seeks approval. You are someone who validates yourself. You are no longer someone who accepts poor treatment. You are someone who enforces consequences. You are no longer weak. You are untouchable. Drop this final affirmation in the comments. I am respected because I respect myself. If this video destroyed your old identity and built something stronger, prove it. Hit the like button, not for me, for yourself. To mark this moment as the dividing line between who you were and who you're becoming. Share this video with someone who needs to stop being nice and start being strong. Subscribe to this channel because transformation isn't a single video, it's a daily practice. And if you want to go deeper into the psychology of power, the next video waiting for you breaks down how to read people so completely they can never manipulate you again. Click it now. Your old self is dead. Your new self is just beginning. Remember, the weak chase likability. The strong command respect. You chose strength. Now live it.